Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name's Hannah and on this channel I post a lot of anti-MLM content. I'll link a playlist here and down below. As always, this is my big anti-MLM playlist, over 100 videos on it at this point and lots of other Zoom calls like today's video. And if any of that content does sound interesting to you, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and liking this video. Those things really help to support my channel and I appreciate you so much for doing that. For today, I am bringing you a Beachbody opportunity Zoom call. I have done Arbonne calls, I have done lots of Mon8 calls, but I believe this is the first Beachbody call that I've ever had on my channel. And it is an opportunity call, not a team call. And what that means is that this person hosting the call is hosting it for people who are potentially interested in joining the business opportunity. So she has a PowerPoint, she's laying out how you can join and how you make money and what you're gonna need to do, how much money it takes to join the business, things like that. So the person hosting is trying to pitch the opportunity and the people in attendance, like myself, because I snuck in, are the people who are presumably interested in potentially joining. If you've been a viewer of my channel for a while, you know that with these Zoom calls, there are a little bit longer stretches where we're just sitting and listening and watching. And for these kinds of videos, because I love a good multitasking moment, I like to get ready for the day as we're watching. I'm gonna do my hair and makeup, and Cooper has joined us too. So she's actually talking for a couple minutes before she remembers to hit record on the call, so it does jump in at a little bit of a weird spot. But for some context, this person has been in Beachbody for 5 years. She has over 200,000 Instagram followers, and at the last I could find, she was at the rank of 5-star diamond. She may have gone up, she may have gone down in the ranks. I'm not sure what she's at this exact moment. And the Beachbody compensation plan is one of the most confusing I have ever looked at, but there is a page on the Beachbody website that kind of outlines how much a coach at the different ranks will make based on their downline. And this chart shows that somebody at the rank of 5-star diamond can earn up to $364,000 in a year from their downline sales. So as you can imagine, she's pretty high up in the company. She's making good money. This is her full-time job and she got in 5 years ago. So she's had a lot of time to really build up her team and start making the good money. And I say all of that to give some kind of context as to who this person is and how long she's been there and what she's had to do to get to the position that she's at. And as a little teaser, she outs herself for being a part of a pyramid scheme on more than one occasion. It is highly entertaining to watch. So sit back, relax, let's do some makeup and watch the craziness.
I was tired of living beyond paycheck to paycheck and feeling stressed about money, putting in long hours at the salon. I was willing to do whatever it took to be home with my baby one day and also help my family financially. I also wanted to be my boss and not be tied to a schedule, missing things I wanted to be a part of in life. You guys, I was sitting at the salon and I had to work, evenings, weekends, because that's when people are free to get their hair done. And I would see like families outside of my window at the salon going on a walk together while I was at work. And I just looked at those and I was like, you know what? I want a job where I can go on walks on a Saturday. I want to be able to not miss out on a birthday party at night or on the weekends because I have to do people's hair. I want to be able to go to Sioux Falls with my mom one day for a shopping day on a Tuesday afternoon and not have to ask off for work or block off my schedule, which in the end resulted in my income because I only made money if I was at work with people in my chair. So I was tired of that life, you guys. Did I love what I did? Absolutely. I still love doing hair. I still love my friends who came in my chair and we had amazing conversations. I loved my coworkers, but I didn't love the being committed to a schedule, not being at home, missing out on things. There's a difference between loving your job and not loving the part of what you're missing out on. And you might not have the flexibility and things like that. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't make a whole lot of money doing hair. I lived paycheck to paycheck. There were times where I had to check my bank account before I would go and purchase stuff. And I grew up that way and I didn't want to live that life forever. And I saw the potential in this business from watching my coach and watching other people share about their journey of being a successful Beachbody coach. And I saw the time freedom and the money freedom after, hours of being into, or days of being into it, years of being into it. And that's what drove me to learn more about the opportunity. Here's just some pictures of my family and my why of showing up every day, of wanting to be successful and just chasing my dreams. Honestly, I know that sounds cliche, but I set this dream of being able to live the life that I'm living right now. And it took a lot of work to get here, and it took a lot of scary situations, but I'm so glad I went for it. And yeah, it's just so worth it. And then isn't it so cool that I have turned my health and fitness journey, literally I have transformations right here. I used that story and that journey of the girl on the left changing her life, her health and her fitness, and sharing it and inspiring people to join me. And that's what my job is. And if it weren't for this opportunity, these women plus hundreds of more. This was just a retreat I held, one of my first retreats I ever held for my team and some of my coaches in the area. And we just had a great time together. We hang out, we eat, we laugh, we take photo shoots, we work out, we talk about all the things, and it's just so much fun. One of my goals, so when you join me, you become a part of Team Proudly Empowering. And my goal for 2022 is to be a top 10 coach ×2. So my team finished number 8 in the company last year, and my goal is to finish in the top 10 again this year. And guess what? You can be a part of that. People who join me every day as a coach, by you signing people up and sharing your story, you actually help my team move up in the rankings. And so how cool is it that even though you could only be a coach for a month, you could be helping my team be a top 10 team in the company. So you might be like, whoa, it would be an honor to be a part of that team, but truly it would be an honor for you to be a part of my team because you would help me in many, many ways.
What an honor it is for you to be on her team. Even though you would still be at the bottom struggling, you'll get to help her achieve the goal of leading a top 10 team. How awesome is that? You've got to commend her for at least openly admitting that she needs you though. She is very transparent about the fact that she needs new recruits if she is going to get to the top of the company. If she is going to achieve certain levels of status, she needs you. You can't make it to the top of these companies on your own. You must recruit. You must have hundreds of people on your team. That's the God honest truth. For you to make it to the upper ranks of Beachbody, you need to have a certain number of people in your downline. They need to be hitting certain ranks in order for you to achieve and keep certain positions in the compensation plan. Hence the reason why she could otherwise be deemed pretty successful in Beachbody, right? Yet she is still spending her Thursday morning hosting an opportunity call, trying to get new recruits because the recruiting never stops. You are never done. You have never achieved a certain level of success where you really can just sit back and enjoy it. If she did stop recruiting, she would fall in the ranks, she would lose her status, her paycheck would take a hit. It never ends. You are never done recruiting in an MLM, and you are unable to hit your goals based on the work that you yourself do. You are reliant upon other people joining your team and them hitting certain goals and them maintaining certain ranks so that you can continue to sit where you sit.
Hitting goals. Coaches on our team, especially new coaches, are building businesses, a better life for their family, and creating more freedom. Top team is a way to quantify that. So let's get into it. What is coaching? Being an influencer for Beachbody programs and the products, and helping others get results using the products by holding them accountable.
Joining Beachbody does not make you an influencer. Influencers get paid to post. Beachbody reps, and reps from any other MLM company for that matter, they don't get paid to post. They get paid when they sell a product or when they recruit somebody. AKA, they are a commissions-based salesperson and a recruiter. They are not an influencer. Yes, a big part of being in an MLM is to hopefully influence or encourage people to sign up, but the pay structure is completely different, and being an influencer pays you exponentially better than being in an MLM. But people in MLM companies like to throw out the word influencer because it's like a millennial buzzword. It's something that a lot of young people are desiring to be. It's becoming more desirable to work from home, to make money from your phone, to create your own schedule, to have big social media followings. So MLMs are kind of tapping into that millennial desire to be an influencer, even though joining Beachbody doesn't make you an influencer, and it's completely misleading to be saying that.
Listen to me right now. You are not the trainer. You are not the nutritionist. So the cool thing about being a Beachbody coach is that it is not your job to create workouts. It is not your job to make meal plans. It is not your job to create these programs. All you have to do is share your story of following the programs that professional trainers create, that nutritionists and dietitians create, and you just share the journey of following them, and you inspire other people to join you in following the programs. So that is really cool to me, because you can be at the very beginning of your program and the very beginning of your health and fitness journey and be a successful coach. You may not be able to do a burpee, and you might have to modify, and you can still inspire someone to join you and grow a business. And that's what I love the most about this, is that I just went live on my team page today, actually. So my workout today was a bar program, or a bar workout. I don't do bar, and I was modifying the modifier in my workout today. Like, Creed was literally laughing at me, and I know he didn't know what was going on, but it was crazy, okay? And I thought to myself, I'm like, here I am. I can barely do this workout, and I've been doing this program for 5 years. But by me sharing to my challengers how I had to modify a move, that made me relatable, because a lot of the people in my group have to modify. They can't do the exact moves that the professional trainers on the screen can do. So that's what me as a coach, I share how I am a person in my living room on a postpartum journey. I have to modify workouts. So by them seeing that, that is coaching. You are using your personal journey as a normal human being in her living room on a postpartum journey, or as a new health and fitness girl. You're inspiring people by being real and raw. Okay. So I just want you to know that this may be your very first workout, and you can inspire and be a successful coach.
I'm glad that she's being upfront with the fact that when you join Beachbody, you're not a trainer, you're not a nutritionist, you're not a professional, because that's true. You're not any of those things. However, I've always had an issue with the fact that Beachbody calls their reps coaches, because inherently the term coach carries with it this connotation that that person has some kind of qualification and that they do in fact know what they're doing. Yet she just gave the analogy of somebody signing up for Beachbody today, not even knowing how to do a burpee, and all of a sudden they're calling themselves a fitness coach, and they're pretending to influence on social media, and they're expected to recruit other people and coach them on their fitness journeys. And no shade against not being able to do a burpee, okay? The burpee is the devil's exercise. The point is that I feel like the term coach is really misleading, and people who are unfamiliar with Beachbody or with MLMs, they might hear that term coach or see that on social media of somebody calling themselves a coach, and they might mistakenly assume that that person is more qualified to be giving fitness or nutrition advice than they actually are. If you're 18 years old and you have enough money for a starter pack, you can call yourself a Beachbody coach today. And that gets us into some pretty dangerous territory.
So let's break it all down. How can you turn your health and fitness journey into an actual income? And before we get there, you're gonna see I have a few just success stories from my coaches. She is a coach who joined me. She actually was a challenger in my group for a whole year, got an amazing transformation from these programs. And then I finally convinced her, I was like, girl, you need to start sharing, because you are crushing these programs, you are inspiring, and you're doing the work anyway. Why not start to share that on social media? And now she is a very successful Beachbody coach. She does this basically full-time. She does have kind of like a side business, but she thrives as a coach, and she just started to share her journey and her love for the program. So these are words from her mouth. Because of coaching, I now have the freedom to travel and be as adventurous as I want. I am my own boss. I make my own hours. I choose how I want to spend my days. In having this freedom, I have decreased the amount of daily stress I used to be under, and it has led me to living a more fulfilling and happy life. Okay, mistake number 1. Becoming a salesperson, pushing products, and cold messaging. A lot of people think that that is a part of Beachbody coaching, and let me share with you how that's not the case. If you're going to earn an income through sales, you have to show the products that you are selling. So that's what I love. I always say, I do not sell products. I do not sell these programs. I sell my story. I sell my journey, and that is incredible. Okay. How cool is it that you simply just have to sell your journey? You have to inspire. Okay. So by me using the products every day, showing that they work, doing the workouts in my living room, showing that I can get results, that's how I sell, is because people are inspired to get what I have. Okay. I just show them what works for me, and I inspire them by showing them, and then they want what I'm doing. People don't buy products, they buy solutions. You may be thinking, I need to convince them to do this, when in reality, you need to say, I'm going to show them how this has changed my life. And that's why social media is a huge part of this business.
Hang with me while I literally have one eyelash on. Everything she's saying is right in line with what I've observed Beachbody coaches posting on Instagram and social media. They have to be a product of the product, so they are highly encouraged to start treating their social media accounts as a place to document their fitness journeys in the hopes that other people will see it, they will inquire about their results, and they will become a recruit for the business. This is something commonly referred to as attraction marketing that MLM reps are heavily leaning into these days. Cold messaging or cold calling, when you're reaching out to strangers just asking them if they want to buy whatever you're selling, that's becoming less and less common in the industry as the years go on. Now people are being advised to do exactly what she's describing. Go on social media, post your photos, post your progress, talk about your lifestyle changes, and people will see that and come to you. They will inquire about it, and then you pitch them. And here's where another issue I have with Beachbody comes in, is that what they're selling is essentially a certain physique, right? They can frame it like, oh, we're selling a healthy lifestyle. But what's the true selling point here? It's the before and after photos. It's the fact that people in Beachbody are getting on social media and they are showing how their bodies are smaller today than they once were, thanks to the program. And I'm not saying that wanting to lose weight is an inherently bad thing, because it's not. But it is worth noting that people in larger bodies aren't necessarily unhealthy, in the same way that people in smaller bodies aren't necessarily healthy. But in Beachbody, it is very clear to us that being in a smaller body is praised. She's already shown several before and after photos on this call, and she's saying, look at the results that these people have gotten. Here's how you sell it. You take a before and after photo, you show it on your social media, and people will come flocking to you wanting to know what you're doing. It's clear that simply having a before and after photo is kind of a pillar of success in this company. And I'm here to remind you that shrinking your body isn't always necessary, and it's not always healthy. And there's a really good chance that at least some of the people who get involved with Beachbody are engaging in some pretty unhealthy and extreme measures to continually be shrinking their body, to continually be getting before and after photos, to keep up this facade of health and success in the company. If posting before and after photos is kind of a Beachbody coach's bread and butter, and that's how they suck people in, I can only imagine the amount of pressure that these women put on themselves to continually shrink themselves in order to keep people interested, in order to keep selling and recruiting.
Your first job as a coach is putting you first. Once again, tell me a job out there that says you need to put your health and happiness first. You need to put yourself first. You need to get results first. You need to dive in and focus hard on your own journey first. These are all women who have joined my team, who have put themselves first before they could go and help others. And that's proof. They have the transformations to show that they put their health and fitness journey first. And you know what I love about this too? Is you're going to see women of all shapes and sizes, and age, and lifestyle, and jobs. And another coach of mine is, she is, actually she lives local to me. She is a college student, and she's been a part of my challenge group for over probably almost 2 years. Started coaching a year ago. And because of coaching, I was able to pay for part of my college education without taking out loans. That's a huge deal. That is a huge deal to some women. And that's incredible. She was putting in the work anyway. She was at college crushing these programs in her dorm room, at the college gym. And I talked to her and I was like, hey, like, why not inspire college people to not do what most college people do and consume all the junk and not move and, you know, get into that part of being stressed with all the schoolwork and stuff like that, and inspire them to take control of their health and fitness while being in a really hard time of their life. And so she decided to do that, and she just hit her first big rank as a coach, diamond coach. And I'm super proud of her, and I'm so glad that she is out there inspiring others. Mistake number 2, not helping your clients get results. So how you can help people get results, okay? And this is a huge thing that you will get help and guidance with in our team page when you sign up to be a coach. I have all of the training and resources, and I'll answer questions every day and things like that. So you sign someone up, and then what? You're going to sign them up with the programs, obviously. And then I just want you to remember, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, okay? And the reason I say this is because I have people join me and they have the programs, they have all my help, all my guide, all of my, everything that I can give them and inspire them with, and they still don't follow through with it. And I have to remind myself that I can lead them to the success. I can lead them to the materials. I can lead them to the info that has helped me see success with these programs, but I cannot physically be in their living room having them pick up a dumbbell, having them choose, something on their meal plan versus the package of Oreos in their pantry. I cannot make them report in the accountability group if they're not choosing to do that, okay? So as a coach, you will just share your journey. You will help them get the programs that I'm going to help you get. And you can give them all of the materials, get them into the accountability group, answer their questions for them. But at the end of the day, you can't actually make them do that, okay? You will be able to add them into my accountability group as long as you are their coach. And in here, you guys, we share our workout clips, we share our meals, we share recipes, I upload a monthly recipe ebook, I upload my meal plans, I go in there live just like I did this morning and give you truth talks. I have a getting started video to where I walk you through how to start your first program. Literally, this is a gold mine, okay? And when you sign up with me, you get put in here, and then you can add your people in here. And then I'll also encourage you to start your own Facebook group. This group that now has 3,000 people in it started in August of 2017 with me and 2 other women. I decided to share my results from my first program, and I found 2 people to join me, and I started a Facebook group, and this was our accountability group to where we could keep in touch. And we did another program together, and it was 21 days. And I told them, I said, I'm going to make a group, and it's going to have us 3 people in it, and we're going to post our workout selfie every day, and we're going to post what we're eating. And this will be like the place where we keep in touch and hold each other accountable. And look at us now. I've helped thousands of people, and then they went and found people, and then their people went and found people. And it's absolutely incredible to see how just by me sharing my journey and my results from my first program has led to 3.5 thousand people joining me and changing their health and fitness routine.
Okay, so she's admitting that she is the individual who started this group. She started it and she added 2 people, and from there it grew into 3.5 thousand people. Is it safe to assume that this number, 3,500 people, is reflective of how many people are in her downline? Maybe, because she said, I added 2 people who recruited their own, and now it's grown to this huge number. Perhaps not all of those people still remain in her downline because the turnover rate in MLMs is insane. People are quitting almost as quickly as they're joining, but that is a ton of people that have in some way been connected to her over the past 5 years. Even if only a fraction of those people still remain on her team today, you can still get a sense for how you would need to have a team of hundreds, if not thousands of people in your downline if you want to get to the position that she is at. She's in the upper ranks, she's making really good money, but simultaneously right here in this Zoom call, she's outing herself and saying it takes this many people in your downline to get to where I'm at. And that right there is is enough in my eyes to discredit what she's saying, that if you join Beachbody today, you can make it to her position too. Not everybody that joins Beachbody is going to be able to mathematically have a team of thousands of people under them. Therefore, most people who join Beachbody cannot make it to the level she's at. It's not a matter of hard work or work ethic or grit. It's a matter of math. It's a matter of numbers. It's a matter of how many people can you get on your team before the market becomes oversaturated, before there's nobody left to recruit.
Your clients getting results is how you will build your team. So when people get results, they can't help but share. Because think about it, you guys. If you finally find a meal plan that you love, if you finally find workouts that you enjoy, and if you are down 10 pounds feeling amazing, you're gonna tell your best friend about that, okay? You're going to tell your mother about that. You're going to share with your sister how you're so excited that you went and bought a size down in the clothes today. You can't help but share what you love. Same thing with the new mascara you try and it makes your eyelashes look amazing. You're going to tell your best friend about that. You're going to tell your sister about that. We can't hold back from things that we love. And if your health and fitness life becomes something that you enjoy, and if you start to feel confident and amazing in your skin, you share that. And that's how you grow your team. Because when you do that and you inspire people to join you, and then those people get results and they share with their people what's helping them, what's making them happy, something that's changing their life, they're going to share it to their friends and family. And that is how your team grows. And Miss is a part of my team, and because of coaching, I was able to not have a part-time job while in dental hygiene school. The coursework is intense, and Beachbody has allowed me the time freedom to make an income with the extra time I do have in my day, while not worrying about spending hours at a part-time job. So how cool is that? Have you guys noticed that we have someone who was working a corporate job, we have someone who is in college, and we have someone who is in dental school? They didn't have all the time in the world. They just decided to share what they loved on social media, share it to their friends and family, share their workouts, share their meal plan, just simply started to open up on social media what they were already doing, and they were able to grow a side business. Not giving yourself enough time to be successful.
Geez, here we go. Here's the obligatory part of every MLM opportunity Zoom call ever, where they drill it into your head that you must stay, even if you're not making good money. That it takes time, success takes time. A business isn't gonna happen overnight, which is true. A business is not gonna be grown overnight, but your success in an MLM company is not directly related to how much time you spend in the MLM. It's directly related to how many people you can recruit into the MLM. So you could be in it for 5 years and not recruit anybody and still not see the success that you were hoping for. Or you can join the company pretty early, recruit a ton of people right up front, and see that success basically overnight. So I always have to roll my eyes and laugh when they're like, it takes time, you just have to stick it out. No, it doesn't take time, it takes recruits.
It takes time to build a business. You guys, you're actually building a business, okay? Do you realize that coaching is a business? You are a CEO when you decide to coach.
I'm sorry, but when you join Beachbody, you are not becoming the CEO of Beachbody. Here's Carl Deichler. He's the CEO of Beachbody, not you.
Tell me another business out there that can grow and be super successful in 3 weeks. Boutiques, restaurants, car dealerships, websites, anything like that. Do you think that they went from ground zero to making a huge successful business in 3 weeks? Absolutely not. They started from the very bottom. It took them a lot of time, but looking back 5 years later at the income and the growth that they've made, it's totally worth it. And they never gave up. So I had to ask myself, would I rather hustle my tail off for a few years to build a life of freedom, or work 40 years for someone else's dream, living paycheck to paycheck? You're going to have to work either way. So you're either working at a job right now or like you're going to work that way forever and live paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you're not working paycheck to paycheck, but maybe you would just like a little extra community. Maybe you would like to feel like a leader. Maybe you would like to make a little side income to pay for groceries every week. Maybe you would just like to take care of the house payment. Maybe you would like to just treat yourself to getting your nails done once a month. Whatever it may be, I feel like anyone could use a little extra freedom in their life.
Except for that 75% of people that join Beachbody never make it past the bottom rank, and the average annual earnings for that rank is $491. In which case, those people are actually actively losing money because the cost to stay in Beachbody is more than what they're making. Most people who join Beachbody won't make enough extra money to get their nails done, to cover their grocery bill, to cover their house payment. Yeah, it would be nice to have some extra money on hand for those things, but Beachbody is not the answer. Beachbody is highly unlikely to provide you with those things. You're actually more likely to lose money joining Beachbody than you would be to earn extra money for those expenses, let alone having it become your full-time income or a career-long thing for you. It's not going to happen.
My first 5 clients, what I did was I got the challenge pack, okay? By the way, this wasn't my day one. I just recently took this in my postpartum journey. But I signed up with the programs, okay? It was literally August of 2017. I will never forget that month and year in my life, because that sign up and that purchase of the challenge pack changed the whole course of the rest of my life. I purchased my challenge package, got access to the programs. My coach put me in her accountability page. I went all in on the 21-day fix. It's a 21-day program. It's 30-minute workouts. And she told me to do these things. She said, you're going to do your workout your workout, which you print off a calendar. She's like, you commit to your workout once a day. You're going to have your Shakeology once a day, and you're going to post in the group once a day. And then you're going to create a meal plan with the help and resources that you get with these programs. And she goes, if you follow those 4 things for these 21 days, I promise you will get a transformation. And I was like, okay. She could have told me to jump off a cliff 4 times and I would have done it, because her results were absolutely amazing and she knew what she was talking about. I knew by watching her, she knew what worked because she had proof. She had a transformation. So I was like, whatever she is doing is working. So whatever she tells me to do, I'm going to do, because I want results like she has. So I did my workout every day. I had my Shakeology every day. I posted in the group every day, and I made a meal plan and followed it for 21 days. I took day 1 photos and I showed up every single day for that day 21 photo. And I got a transformation. It wasn't 65 pounds, obviously. It was 21 days. But I had lost, I think it was anywhere from like 8 to 9 pounds. And I felt so much better by day 21. And I took that after photo and I put them side by side and I sent them to my coach and I was like, oh my God, I am hooked. And she goes, holy cow, that's amazing. You look incredible. And I was like, I feel incredible. And I was like, okay, I'm doing the 21-day fix extreme, because there's a 21-day fix and then there's a 21-day fix extreme.
This brings me to another huge concern I have with Beachbody, and that is the fact that these coaches go from program to program to program, back to back to back, and they're expecting huge results. They're taking before and after photos at the start and finish of each program, and they are expecting to see a drastic change. She just said she lost weight doing the 21-day fix program. Great. Now we're going to jump right into 21-day fix extreme. And again, losing weight is not always a bad thing. Eating better and moving more is not a bad thing. But I fear that the culture of Beachbody kind of has the potential to create an unhealthy relationship with diet and exercise for its coaches, because they're constantly chasing before and after photos, and they are placing their value and their success on how much weight they can lose and how drastically different they can look between photos. Is eating better and exercising more a bad thing? No. Is compulsively taking supplements and doing program after program after program and taking before and after photos to pitch your pyramid scheme a bad thing? In my opinion, yeah, it is. It's not a bad thing to want to make positive changes so that you can feel better. It's okay to want to lose weight. It's okay to want to change your nutrition habits. But remember that you can do those things right now. Right this moment, click off this video video, go make those changes, and you do not have to join Beachbody to do that. You do not need an MLM to improve your health and wellness. In fact, I don't think joining Beachbody is a healthy decision at all, because clearly the point is to chase before and after photos to try and convince people to sign up. They're not really coaches, and their primary focus really isn't on leading a healthier lifestyle. Their primary focus is to change their body to convince you to join their team so that they can make more money.
So I jumped right into the 21-day fix extreme. But what I did, she told me, you guys, I was very tight on money when I signed up, okay? And she told me, she goes, Haley, listen to me. If you can find 2 people to join you in your next program, you will pay for your Shakeology next month by earning that commission. And I was like, game over. I'm going to find 2 people. Because honestly, I didn't want to have to come out of my salon income to pay for my Shakeology. But I knew that I needed Shakeology because that's she told me to get that. And I used that for 21 days and it helped me get results. And I was hooked on it. So I was like, I've got to find a way to be able to pay for my Shakeology. And so we'll get into that. But basically, if you help a person sign up with the challenge pack, you earn 25% commission off of that. 25% of the challenge pack is like $40, and a bag of Shakeology is $94 if you're signed up as a preferred customer. So 25% of a bag of Shakeology was roughly $40. You times that by 2, you're at $80. A bag of Shakeology was $94. So I almost paid for my bag of Shakeology by finding 2 people to join me in my next program.
I'm sorry, a bag of Shakeology is $94, and that's the discounted rep price? How did I not know this until this exact moment? Why have I never looked this up before? How did I not know that? $94. Oh my God. You guys, there's only 30 servings per bag. $94 a month for protein powder. Absolutely not. What a freaking scam. First of all, you do not need to be consuming protein powder to live a healthy and fit lifestyle. Second of all, if you do enjoy consuming protein powder, there are far cheaper options from non-MLM brands that you can get your hands on right now today. But this is what Beachbody coaches are made to believe they have to do if they're gonna get the results they want. She just said herself that she believed she had to buy Shakeology because that's what her upline told her she had to do. This is one way they suck you in. They get you to do a program, they get you to buy the supplements, and then once you see results, you're made to believe that the only way to continue seeing results is to continue buying into the programs and the shakes. You're made to believe that you can't live without this stuff now, and then you're told, hey, wait a minute, if it's too expensive, just recruit a couple people and it will pay for your products. Insanity. Here's my shameless plug for Heather Robertson on YouTube. Not sponsored, don't know her, but I feel like she's my best friend because I've been working out to her free YouTube videos for over 2 years now. She has HIIT workouts, strength workouts, Tabata workouts, cardio, yoga, Pilates. She has monthly workout calendars. She has 2 12-week programs. She has 2-week programs. She has 3-week programs. And it's all free. It's on YouTube, Heather Robertson's channel. I will link her channel below. She is fantastic and she's actually a personal trainer. She's actually qualified to be putting these workouts together. You can go to heatherrobertson.com, you can put in your email, and you can have downloadable PDFs with the workout calendars where you click on them and it links you right to the video each day. It could not be any easier and it's free. It's free. You do not need to join Beachbody to start exercising, to be a part of a workout program. She even has a Facebook group if you want community, if you want a sense of support, if you want accountability. There's a Heather Robertson Facebook group that you can join. All you're gonna have to pay for, if you don't have them already, is a workout mat and maybe some light dumbbells if you want to use them. I cannot possibly sing the praises of Heather Robertson more than I already do. Everyone in my personal life knows how obsessed with her I am. Because this woman is qualified, she creates free content accessible to anybody, and her workouts are fantastic. So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about that. The point being, exercising and eating better does not have to be expensive, and you do not have to join an MLM scam in order to do that.
So what I did was I went and messaged my family members, my mom, my sister, Some of my aunts, some of my cousins. I messaged a few of my coworkers. I messaged a few of my friends who I had on Facebook, who I actually hadn't talked to in a long time, but I played sports against them in high school. And I was like, okay, she's a new mom, and I remember her being athletic. I feel like maybe she would like these workouts, because I know like she's into that working out stuff.
Admitting to preying on new moms. Love that for her. It's interesting because if you tell an MLM rep that they engage in predatory behaviors and that they prey on vulnerable women, they'll get defensive. They'll fire back. I'm not a predator. I don't do that. I don't prey on women. And then they will systematically go down the list, explaining to you in detail how they do seek out specific types of women and how they do prey on those vulnerabilities, such as being a new mom and being on a quote postpartum journey. It's insanity. Either they don't really understand what they're doing or they're in complete denial about it.
And so I messaged her and I shared it, and I shared my transformation with them, and they're like, okay, tell me more. And I was like, yeah. So I told them what I had been doing, showed them my transformation from my first 21-day program. And I was like, here's the challenge pack. I'm going to put you in a group with me. We're going to do the 21-day fix program again together. And I found 2 people to join me. And like I said, that's how the Facebook group was created. And I paid for my Shakeology, and then I put them in a group, and I told them to do the same exact thing my coach did. I said, you have to do these 4 things, and you have to take day 1 photos, and then you're going to find 2 people to pay for next month's supplements when you complete this program. So they did it. They got a transformation. They went and shared it with their closest family members and friends. They found 2 people, and then we were up to like 10 people, and then we did another program together, and it continued. It's a ripple effect of people transforming their lives. After a few months of consistency, I started to build more credibility. So the longer you do these programs, the more people are going to gain your trust, okay? So the more you share, the more you show up, the more they see consistency. You guys, I have showed up on my platform for 5 years now. I get messages from people every day that message me, and they're like, so I've been watching you since you were at the salon. That's like 2 years ago. And I'm like, holy cow, they've been watching me every day for 2 years. So people want to watch you. They want to watch you transform. They want to watch you go through seasons of life. They want to see how you can do this in the chaos of life, in your busy lifestyle, in the seasons of your life. So the longer you do these programs and show up, the more trust you're going to have with your people, and the more people you're going to sign up.
I think this might be the first time that I've heard somebody phrase it like that. Obviously, MLM companies need you to stay in the company for as long as possible if it's gonna survive. But this is the first time I've heard somebody phrase it like the longer you're in, the more credibility you have, which I don't necessarily disagree with. But the hidden message that she's really trying to get across is the longer you're in it, the better. And that when things get tough and you feel like quitting, just remember what I said about how staying in increases your credibility and how I've been in it for 5 years, and that's how I got to where I am today. Don't quit now, you'll only become more successful with time, which just isn't true, like we've already kind of talked about. It's not the length of time that you stay in the MLM that determines your success, it's how many people you can recruit within the time you have. But it's the subliminal messaging that she's kind of inserting here, that when you join, you need to stay, you need to stick it out, even when times are tough, because ultimately that benefits her the most. Like I said at the beginning of this video, she can't be where she's at in the pyramid if she doesn't have a big team of people under her. So if she can't recruit at the same volume, or if those people quit because they're not seeing success, she is directly impacted by that. And that's why the uplines of these really big teams drive home that point that you need to stay no matter what. And that the longer you stay, the more successful you'll be and the more credible you'll become.
What happens when I run out of people? Well, newsflash, you're never going to run out of people. Okay. Social media, you can reach billions of people throughout the course of your life. Social media emerges. Everything I've learned over the years, I teach to my team. So when you get into my team page, I have a training on how I have built my social media, how I gain connections with people, how I gain followers. Okay. You will be taught how to do that.
At the time of this video, Beachbody is only operating in the US, the UK, France, and Canada. The total population for all of those places is 502 million people. So her saying that the pool of people to reach out to on social media is in the billions is factually false. She's trying to make it seem like you'll never run out of people to recruit, which is also factually false. Your pool of people in the participating Beachbody countries is 500 million. Then it's narrowed down once you take out the children and the elderly. It's narrowed down again when you take out the people that aren't interested in a transformation. They don't want the exercise programs. They don't want the product. It's narrowed down again when you take out the people that aren't interested in the business opportunity. It's narrowed down again when people can't afford the startup costs. It's narrowed down again when people Google Beachbody and they come across videos like this one. You get the point. Just because there is technically a pool of millions of people to recruit from doesn't mean that all of those people are willing and capable of actually joining. What you're left with is a very small select group of people in that pool that everyone in the company is fighting over. And the more people from that pool that join, the less people there are in the pool. The more difficult recruitment is on everyone. That's why timing is so important. That's why people who joined 5 years ago were able to see a lot of success, because the pool of recruits was bigger for them than it is for people who join today.
And here's just some coaches of mine and proof that I can help people build their social media, okay? They learn how to do reels. They learn how to post with consistency. They're on their stories. So yeah. Your day today as a coach, you're going to share your journey of doing a program. You're going to connect with people on social media, and not just about with health and fitness. I connect with people about my son. I connect with people about horse life. I connect with people about cosmetology. I connect with people about whitening strips on my teeth. I connect with people on makeup. I connect with people over hairstyles. I connect with people over camping. We have conversations about totally random things, but connection is key. When you gain that trust and that friendship with people, that's when you can invite them to join you in your next program, because they understand that you truly want the best for them and you want them to join you in this girl tribe of your community.
I'm sorry, ew. Let's agree to never utter the words girl tribe again for as long as humans exist on planet Earth, okay? Thanks. But what she just admitted to is strategic, fake relationship building to gain people's trust before she pitches her pyramid scheme. She just advised that you approach it and connect with people over non-Beachbody topics to butter up your potential recruits to be pitched in the future. That's disingenuous, that is manipulative, that's another form of preying on people, and that hurts people. Don't pretend to be somebody's friend if your ulterior motive is to recruit them into your MLM so you can make money off of them. That's disgusting.
You hold your clients accountable. You grow your team and lifers, okay? You're gonna be in your challenge group. You're gonna encourage people. You're gonna be their number one cheerleader. And you scale your business. You're going to use social media to expand and find people who need this. And we have something called our business activity tracker, okay? And this is something that is given to us by our company. And this is what I do every day. There's no secret sauce to being a successful coach. Every coach has this same business activity tracker. And I'm here to tell you, it simply just comes down to the ones who complete this every day are the ones who grow a successful business. This is the answer to a successful business. If you do this checklist every day for the next year of transforming your own self and being on a health and fitness journey, you will have a successful business 1 year from now. Mind you, you know how I didn't say 1 month from now? 1 year from now. These things take time, but I promise you that if you put on your mindset of showing up 1 year from now with social media, sharing your journey, doing this checklist, you will have a successful business with me.
She put the Success Club tracker on her slides, but it was really hard to see, so I went and I found it. Let's see what Beachbody says you need to do every single day if you want to be successful. Number 1, be proof the products work. Work out and drink Shakeology. Connect, invite, and follow up. Initiate connections and add followers. Post on social media. Post on your Instagram story. Respond to all of your new likes, comments, and views. Invite at least 5 people to join a challenge group or learn about coaching. Follow up with the people that you've invited. Number 3, 3, get people results. Contribute to your challenge group, follow up with the new Shakeology users, recognize people's achievement, respond to questions. And finally, number 4, do personal development at least 15 minutes a day. So that probably means reading some kind of book, listening to a podcast, or any other thing that you can do to otherwise brainwash yourself into believing that you can be successful in Beachbody. What this basically says to do is do your workouts, consume the Beachbody supplements, and recruit people. What's misleading about what she's saying is she's essentially trying to guarantee you that if you follow these daily steps to success for an entire year, that you will be successful in Beachbody. And that's just not the case. The key to success in Beachbody is to get people on your team and keep them there so that you can make money off of them. Drinking Shakeology every day isn't going to get you new recruits. Responding to your social media comments every day is not going to guarantee people sign up. Neither is posting once a day on social media or checking in with people about how they're liking Shakeology. These things may increase the likelihood of people coming across your page and inquiring about the business opportunity, and that may lead to a new recruit here and there, but nothing is guaranteed. You could quite literally do every single one of these steps every single day for an entire year, like she said, and still not get a single person to join your team. So what she's saying here is completely untrue, it's completely unfounded, and it's misleading. She cannot be guaranteeing success. It's actually against the Beachbody policy to make the claim she just made.
Also, with this little checklist, there's something called power hours. And power hours are where you will be guided on how to complete this checklist every day. Okay, so my team hosts a power hour once a week, but there's also recordings that I can give you to watch them on your own time. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. How you earn income. You earn 25% commission off of like things that you sell. Okay, so if you sell a challenge pack, which is the bundle, okay, that's what you're going to sign up with at the end of this call. It's what I signed up with. It gives you access to all of our workout programs for an entire year. It gives you a choice of your choice of supplements. So either a bag of Shakeology or, oh no, Mom, you can't call right now. Hang on. Okay, where did my presentation go? Okay. You get a choice of your choice of supplements. You can, and then you get like all of the nutrition info. You get a shaker bottle, you get a booklet, you get the containers, you get all of that. Okay. And that's $159, a one-time fee of $159. After your first month, you just have to pay for more supplements. So you just have to pay for another bag of Shakeology because these are 30-day, so a bag of Shakeology is 30 days, 30 servings, I guess you could say. And same with your performance bundles. So after 1 month, you're going to have to get another bag. But other than that, there's no extra cost. Let me rephrase that. You do have a business service fee, but I'm going to talk about that in the next few slides. But basically, you earn 25% commission, okay? So if someone purchases a challenge pack of $159, you get 25% of that from Beachbody, 25% commission. It's a one-time payment, so you get that 25%. If they want a tub of Energize, you get 25% of that, okay? Then you earn team cycle bonuses. And I'm not going to go into super depth of this because it's going to confuse you if you're not familiar with coaching and all that kind of stuff. This is stuff that I teach you on some team calls that you will be a part of when you get into my team pages. But basically, as you start to add coaches and preferred customers to your team, you're going to cycle money, okay? So on top of earning a one-time commission, you're also going to get paid every Thursday with the more preferred customers and coaches that you have in your team, the more times you're going to cycle, meaning the more income you're going to make, okay?
Quote, the more coaches you have on your team, the more times you're going to cycle and the more money you're going to make. What she just described is a pyramid scheme and my job is done.
So the more people you have under you sharing their journey, the more income you're gonna make, which is really cool. Because if you think about that, that means that your paycheck is a reflection of the amount of people doing these programs with you and changing their life. So I think that's incredible. The more money I make means the more lives are being transformed.
Oh my God, it gets better. Girl, you wonder why there's people out here telling you that you're in a pyramid scheme, and then you turn around and make statements like that. If the company compensates you better for recruiting people and building a team than it does for actually selling the product, congratulations, you are in a pyramid scheme.
And you get a matching bonus. So once again, that's something where you will get a bonus on how many people, like if you sign up a certain amount of people, you will get a bonus. And then on top of that, you get a quarterly bonus. So if you hit an emerald rank, which is your first rank, all of the coaches who are currently emerald in the company get put into a pool, and then you get that pool divided up, and then you split the pot, okay? Same with diamond, same with 5-star. So as you hit ranks in your business, you will get quarterly bonuses as well. So here's a little like MLM network marketing compensation explained. Top and bottom correlation with pay is only in the corporate world. Network marketing, anyone can come in and become the #1 earner in the company. But with coaching, your pay is based off of your performance. So that's what I love about coaching, is that your paycheck is going to reflect on your efforts, how many people you're inspiring, how many lives you're changing. So that's just a little bit of like a comparison if you've always wondered that.
You're not paid based on your efforts and your performance. Because like we've already debunked in this video, you could work for a year. You could do all of those daily steps for an entire year and still not get anybody to sign up. How is that being paid for your efforts? You put in a lot of effort, but you didn't get paid for it. At least in a typical or a corporate or a 9-to-5 job, you would be paid for the hours that you spend working. In an MLM, you could work it full time for an entire year and not make any money at all. And that's not fair. That's not a good compensation plan.
Here's a little, if you want to come back and like screenshot this or look at this, this is another like situation that's explained, kind of breaks down to give you an idea like what ranks, kind of what an average they make each year.
Did you catch how that section of her presentation was like extremely short in comparison to the rest? She had a photo of the income disclosure on that slide, and she made an effort to skip right past it pretty quickly. If people are making such great money in Beachbody, why not hang out on that slide a little longer? Why not go through it? Why not discuss it? Why not show people the potential here? She just went, here's a thingy where it shows us how much people are making in the company. You can find this on your own and take a look at it later. Okay, moving on. If she were to stay on that slide, it would have shown us that 75% of people in the company are at the bottom rank, making less than $500 a year on average. And that would be pretty discouraging for all of these new recruits to see, which is why I'm assuming she skipped past it so quickly.
And just a few inspirational pictures. So you might, his face is cut off, but that's Joel. He's one of our trainers. These are all women who I have met via social media. And then I met them in Florida, and I met them like truly through social media, and it's amazing because now they're some of my best friends. So getting started, you will pick your challenge pack, okay? If you don't have access to Beachbody programs, you first need to do that. Obviously, this whole call has been about you starting your own health and fitness journey and being proof of the programs. So you need to get access to the programs, and I will talk about how you do that, but you are going to choose between the Shakeology package or the performance bundle. Notice the only difference in these two packages, which are the same price, is one of them includes the Shakeology, which is like a superfood smoothie. It's filled with tons of vitamins, nutrients. I drink it every day in the afternoon to curb my junk food cravings. And then if you don't want to do that one, you can do the performance bundle. And that is my pre-workout Energize, the yellow drink I drink every morning before I work out. And then there's a post-workout muscle recovery drink you drink right after you work out that replenishes your muscles, prevents soreness, and it tastes just like Nesquik chocolate milk. After your first month, so you will pay a $15.95 coaching fee. What this fee gives you is you will have your own website. You do not have to have any inventory in your business. Again, tell me a company where you are a CEO running a company and you do not have to invest in a ton of inventory. Okay, this is amazing. I now earn a 6-figure income and I do not have to put in a bunch of money to my business. Okay. So you will also have customer service and technical support at your hands at all time for your business to help you. You do get this fee waived if you are a U.S. military veteran, reserves, or a spouse of one. And then $100 to keep yourself active and on your journey. So basically that just means in order to have an active account, you need to have your Shakeology or performance bundle shipped to your doorstep once a month. Okay. So basically to be an active coach, you just have to continue to use Shakeology or the performance bundle every month. Does that make sense? And like, obviously you guys think about it. You can't be proof of the programs and the products if you're not using it. So like you have to invest in the one product that you're going to be proof of. So it's roughly $100. A bag of Shakeology is $94, and then with that $15 coach fee, you're at like $113 a month. Okay. But think about it. If you're inspiring and using your journey, you're signing up 2 people a month, you're basically making that.
Okay, let me get this straight. She just said that it's $160 to sign up with the challenge pack, and then every month after that, there's a $16 website fee, and you have to spend $100 on products too. Putting all that together, over the course of a year, that's at least $1,436 you must spend to be active in Beachbody. Then to make matters worse, she said, quote, but think about it. If you're signing up 2 people a month, you're basically making that. So you're telling me that I have to sign up 2 people a month just to break even, just to make my money back, just to cover my fees to be a coach? That's literally what she just said. She straight up is telling us that you will need to recruit 2 people a month to make $0 in profit. So think about what you'd have to do if you actually wanted to make some money with this. Because remember that income disclosure we keep talking about, the one that she skipped over? It outlines that 75% of people in the company make less than $500 a year on average. And that number is not accounting for expenses. So if they're being paid $500 a year, but they are spending $1,400 a year, that means that on average, most people who join Beachbody will be losing money. Almost $1,000 a year, in fact. Which might explain why she chose to just click right past that income disclosure and not let the people look at it too hard, because she knew that immediately after that point she was about to tell them how much they were going to have to spend per year. How many other ways can she expose Beachbody for being a scam? Let's see.
Your monthly goal is to help 3 to 5 people each month get started with a challenge pack.
Ah yes, here we are, another indication that it's a scam. She's saying recruit 3 to 5 new people a month, get them signed up for a challenge pack. If you recruit 5 people who recruit 5 people who recruit 5 people, it would take you 15 months to exceed the population of planet Earth. It's really easy for her to slap that piece of advice on a PowerPoint presentation and tell you, hey, the key to success, recruit 3 to 5 people a month. But it's actually mathematically impossible for you and every other Beachbody coach to recruit that many people every single month. There aren't enough people on the planet for that. And maybe MLM Huns would know this if they actually applied critical thinking and logic and reasoning to these numbers before they advise that people take them to heart. She's saying recruit 3 to 5 people a month, but does she understand that that's mathematically impossible? No, because they don't actually do the math. Critical thinking is discouraged in MLMs. They don't want you to think logically. They want you to think based on hopes and dreams.
You also get 25% discount on everything. So you get 25% off of Energize. You get 25% off of Beach Bars, off of Collagen, off of Shakeology. You get 25% off of everything having a coach account. So recapping this, your application will be emailed out after this webinar. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, and you all gave me your emails, okay, to get this link to this call. I am then going to send you a form. It's the same form that's in my bio on Instagram, but it's a form to pick your challenge pack. Okay, so you're going to pick your challenge pack, your flavors, all of that. When you do that, I will then send you another email with your customized package. And then all you have to do is complete that purchase of your challenge pack, And then once you send me your confirmation of you completing your purchase, I'll then send you a welcome email. I'll get you into my challenge group, and then I'll get you into the new coach training group, which I'm starting on Monday. And in that new coach training, I'm going to teach you how to start your first program and in the same time, start your coaching journey. I'm going to walk you through how to start Fire and Flow with me, or the 21-day fix. And then on top of that, open up on social media and turn this into a business. Okay. If you are on this call and if you are already a part of my challenge group and have access to the programs, I will be putting the new coach training link that starts on Monday in the Facebook accountability page. So stay tuned for that, okay? If you have the programs with me already, you do not fill out a form to purchase a package again. You do not need to do that. You already have access to the programs. You will simply just stay tuned to the Facebook group, the Ready, Set, Summer Facebook group that you're in, and you will be added to the new coach training group that starts Monday. So just stay tuned to that, okay? And in that new coach training, like I said, I'm going to be training you. You'll have daily assignments, and I'm going to be helping you kind of do those pockets of time working, okay, while being on your own health and fitness journey. Okay.
And that's the end of the opportunity call. She does open it up for a Q&A, but that takes like almost 30 more minutes. And I'm not going to bore you with that footage. We've already seen all the juicy parts within her presentation. So that is that, my friends. Let's see. Let's recap. She admitted to having a team of hundreds, if not thousands of people, which is not possible for everyone to achieve. She told us that it's going to cost you about $1,400 a year minimum to be a part of Beachbody, and that most people don't make that amount of money back. She's promoting toxic diet culture and exercise culture, as far as emphasizing the need to have before and after photos and to be really consistent with the programs. She falsely guaranteed people that if they follow the daily tasks, then they will have a successful business, even though that's not true. And she suggested that you recruit 3 to 5 people a month, which is mathematically impossible. And those are just the top 5 big ones, okay? She said lots of other problematic things as well. So if you stumbled across this video because you're looking into joining Beachbody and you want to know what it's all about, please take these things into consideration. Please do your own research. Continue finding other videos, look into it a little bit more, find the income disclosure statement, see how many people are at each rank and what those people are making, study and understand that compensation plan and understand what it's going to take for you to actually make good money, and finally consider the source of where you're getting your information from and remember those people's motive in telling you that information. Obviously, if you go to somebody who is in Beachbody, it's going to be all rainbows and sunshine because they need you, they want to recruit you, so they're going to frame everything in this really beautiful light and present the opportunity in the best way possible to try and get you to sign up. But then there's also videos like this on the other side of it. Consider me as a source, remember my motive, and acknowledge that it does not make any difference in my life if you get off this video and you go join Beachbody. I'm not financially impacted by that. It doesn't make a difference to me. Of course, I would love to see you not get scammed. I would love if the information presented in this video convinced you not to join, but at the end of the day, it is your decision and it doesn't ultimately impact me. So consider the source, remember the motive, do your own research, think critically, and make the best decision for you. And with that, my friends, that's all I have for you for this video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. This is probably one of the crazier Zoom calls I've watched. Just so blunt, so blatantly outing themselves for being a pyramid scheme. It's kind of unbelievable. And I would love to know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next one real soon.